drive. Drive time, happy hour, over a drink. I'm still putting myself together. I just realized my clothes. I got dressed in the
That's
car.
all right. What up, y'all? What up? My bad. We a little off.
Anyway, yes, it is over a drink. I am Irize.
And I am B Manley. What's happening? What's good?
What's happening?
Hey.
So we are in November. And I know last week I had said something. I was making a joke about the weather, about how them Scorpios had crawled up out of hell. That's why it was so hot. Mm-hmm. And now it keep getting cold because fickle-ass Scorpios is still their season. With that being said, my son had a birthday last week. Shout out to him. My cousin had a birthday. God forbid I don't shout her out. Shout out to my cousin Keita. She kicked off Scorpio season. Her and my best friend Beth.
I seen that.
Today is my girlfriend Foy's birthday, so shout out to you, Fatine. We was on the phone with my sister Majestic on the way up here. Her birthday is in 2 days. Matter of fact, the 4th. Today is my brother Top birthday. I ain't talked to him in a minute. I'm about to send him a random text.
It's a lot of goddamn birthdays going on right now.
I am surrounded by Scorpios. It is the Gemini energy that attracts the Scorpio, and that push and pull is crazy.
I got a Scorpio, one of the most important people in my life, whose birthday is in 2 days. My boy.
Your son, that's right.
My boy. So shout out to my boy.
Here we go.
Karan, I love you, kid. Let me 28 on the 6th. We be celebrating this day.
Looking for the link so I can repost that. So we also had we had a holiday this past week.
We did.
Halloween.
It was Halloween. Damn.
It was Halloween.
It definitely was Halloween. There was a lot of people dressed up and everything. I seen a lot of like it's a lot of shit. A lot of people was having fun.
Halloween, a lot of people was having fun. The opportunity at my job to dress down, as they say, because we have to wear a uniform to work every time we come to work. So some people did dress up. And I took the opportunity to come dressed as, I told them, you can decide who I am. You can decide if I'm Irize on a Tuesday, if I'm Irize picking up my kids, if I'm Irize going to the bar.
That's a good one.
I was just dressed as me, not in the fucking costume that I wear on a daily.
You had a great costume on.
Had a great costume on.
You should have won for that
I don't
night.
know.
No one could do that costume better than you.
Honestly, the reason why I was able to change it to this has been in the car since Halloween, because what I wore, I wore a hoodie dress, right?
All right.
A hoodie dress, but
right.
I know the hoodie dress stopped like mid-thigh.
Yeah.
So just in case they thought it was inappropriate anyway, I brought this in the car in case I had to change, because I was not putting on my
What was
uniform.
that, Halloween?
Halloween.
I don't think it's nothing inappropriate on Halloween, because I done seen some inappropriate things.
People get sent home if you're.
Oh, all right, because I know I done seen people push the envelope.
Airport. It's the airport.
I know, but I seen people try to push the envelope with these outfits for Halloween. Y'all getting crazy out here.
The only thing we allowed to do at work is pretty much not wear our uniform. We have to wear our name bars. And we have to keep our ID on. We have to respect the airport site rules. So then, because it was a hoodie dress, people kept saying, well, what are you? So I would put the hood on and I go, I'm what your kid wears every day all year long. And so they started laughing. I was like, I'm a hoodie.
Oh, yeah.
Then I was like, so then I had this one manager, he came and he usually, I'm a hoodie. To the point, one of the cleaners, she said to me today when she saw me coming in, she said, from now on, you're always going to be, I'm the hoodie.
So should have said, I'm a Philly hoodie, dickhead.
I didn't even think about that. But I will say,
I'm a Philly hoodie.
Pull that line out because one of my managers, he always comes.
You know how they do.
I call him Don Johnson because he always fucking slick and sharp.
Yeah.
He came dressed down with his little Under Armour sneakers on and his members only jacket. We was like, what are you, a gym teacher? So everybody kept saying, So that's when I kept saying, I'm an insolent teenager. And he's the gym teacher. So then like he would ask me to do something. He'd be like, Irize, his name is Manu. He's Indian. I'm not being smart. Irize, do me a favor. You're going to bring in 36. And I'd be like, nah, dickhead. Stick it to the costume.
I think that's a whole Philly thing, ain't it?
It's a whole Philly thing. All right. I finally tagged and posted. I was doing all that. So that and my daughter, she put on a costume. She gonna tell me that she was an orange. And when I looked at her, I said, nah, you're Velma from Scooby-Doo. Like, you're Velma.
I just was watching Scooby-Doo, too.
You couldn't tell me she wasn't
for
Velma.
For no reason.
She definitely was Velma. And then when she got to school, because I made her go on my Instagram, and I made her make a post where she said that because I kept saying, well, maybe it's just a generation thing.
Yeah.
She said, you're right, Mom. All of the people my age and all the students thought, what a cute orange costume. But all of the adults and all of her friends' parents, like at the drop off and pickup, kept saying, oh, Velma.
Well, what made her call it an orange costume? Because she had orange hair?
She had an orange sweater on and like a kind of brownish skirt.
Okay.
And she had this beret.
She's definitely Velma. I don't even have to see her. This is a description of that. She's definitely Velma. Goddamn, she needed Shaggy or somebody with her. She needed the mystery machine, any goddamn thing. She needed something. What you got? You pouring something over here in a green goddamn bottle.
Here.
And it's the devil on this bottle. I want y'all to know, man, she got the devil in this joint.
Jose Cuervo with the El Diablo.
No, I wasn't. I missed that.
But it's not as bad as it seems. It has a little heat after kick. Oh, look at new. I'm watching the videos.
Ain't that usually what the devil tell you? Like, I'm not that bad. I'm pretty good. You know, I'm a sneak on in there.
To the devil.
I heard stories.
Ooh, I'm going to just take a shot on that. I'm going to take a shot on that.
All right now. Jesus Christ.
You're not even going to need a chaser, but I think I did bring it. I hope I did.
Oh my God. Hey, for everybody tuning in, y'all know I give y'all the real
Here he go.
I give y'all real reactions on the liquor and everything.
Here he go.
Oh shit. I don't even know how to describe this. It wasn't that great. I'm gonna tell you. I'm just gonna say that.
You know, the pineapple, the sweet pineapple.
I get it.
Jalapeno at the end.
I get it, but you gotta get past the fucking medicine first. It give you that medicine at first, but you get the notes of pineapple. I get that, and but that it's that that red cough syrup that you used to get when you was a young boy. It gave me that, and I hate it.
Syrup. I'm a purple and yellow fan myself.
I said when you was a young boy, not when you got older. God damn it! Shouts out to J Street. Shouts out to Texas.
J Street on the way to high school.
I was talking about when you was a kid.
I was a kid.
See? Look, I'm taking shots of goddamn iced tea. Yeah.
To kill it. So I woke up this morning.
Listen, how was your weekend? How was your weekend? Before we go anywhere, how was your weekend,
Let me think. How was my weekend?
Yeah, what you
today?
do?
Today is Monday.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Halloween was like Thursday.
Yeah.
I worked. I do know I worked. I've been at work because, like I keep saying, my ops is suspended. So whatever I'm scheduled to work, I got to work. My weekend was pretty cool though. I was off Saturday. I ran some errands. I spent a ridiculous amount of money on 4 brand new tires. For my car, my steering wheel don't shake no more. The car is much more safe now.
Wait, I don't want to cut you off. Eve, you tuned in, my nigga. My nigga Eve.
My nigga too, I guess, because this nigga just asked me about my weekend.
My bad, I got Eve to tune in. My bad.
I worked. No, that's it. I worked. Yeah, because I was off on. You know what? I wanted to hang out. And I got a taste of hanging out when me and my coworkers went out on Halloween. Okay. 2 of my coworkers dressed up as Mickey and Minnie Mouse.
How cute.
Me and my coworker, we just came as us. Yeah. Not in uniform.
Comfortable.
So one of our coworkers works at a bar on 22nd Street. So we went up 22nd and like Fox Street.
Right there, Indiana.
Yeah, what's that? In the cut away.
Ironically, I got a story about that. About my weekend.
I don't have no stories about that outside of, oddly enough, there's a Scorpio I know that's been in my life for a long time that I haven't seen in even longer. Hey! Get the fuck out of here!
Stop it! Hey, I know it's gonna be 80 degrees on Wednesday in November. Saturday, brother. I'm in the building today.
That's why it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot.
Real quick. I'll be back.
Of course he does.
It's the usual.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
For those of you that are just tuning in, or y'all just y'all just got a whiff of us now. Yeah. I always say, it's me and B Manley and Mike in abstention, and guess who's not in abstention today? Mike has taken time out of his busy day, and I ain't gonna hold you. I assumed his ass was gonna be at the park down the Parkway.
What? Looking at the portal? What you gonna do?
No, we're gonna get into that. Kamala is coming to town.
For sure.
Having a rally. My daughter didn't have school today as a result of that.
Yeah, this is a big week. It's definitely a big week.
She come in. You know what? Something else happened last week that Mike just reminded me.
It may come to you. It'll come to you. But about that, when you went that over the weekend, I actually you worked. No, you went with your coworkers. The bar with your coworkers.
Went to that bar
on 20.
That wasn't on the Thursday because I still went to work on Friday.
Yeah, because my weekend was I'm actually gonna be in a movie in a film coming up. So we were shooting. And we actually shot a scene up in that bar. Yeah, shot a scene. We shot it. Yeah, definitely. We shot a scene up in that bar over the weekend. It was decent. Even in this movie too, I'm a little stunt man too. I do my own stunts though. So
that's
you know, like when they come out, check y'all out. It wasn't that kind of stunt though. Like it was just a. I ain't gonna. You'll see it when they come out. But I did my own stunt though. Like yeah.
It's like little rolly twist. Your own stunt.
No, but it was different. Like shooting and doing it was like my first time. That joint different.
Miguel to come sit down.
Yeah.
I gotta pour another drink so I can
drink.
I don't want no more of that drink.
You don't want no more.
What is it, man?
Try it and see.
No.
No, you can't say no.
I don't just dive in blindly, man.
I'm gonna tell you. It's Devil's Reserve Cuervo.
Yeah.
It's pineapple with a hint of jalapeno.
Oh God, is this even necessary?
It's
Like in what world?
over a drink.
Like, but in what world is it necessary
to mix pineapple and jalapeno and put it with tequila?
Is it hot? Cause I'm not a jalapeno guy.
It has a little after warmth. It's not hot.
Oh God. See what happens, man.
I ain't gonna tell you what I thought of it. I'm gonna let you tell me.
But
You got where's the regular stuff? Let me see the regular Cuervo. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know why. Is this a woman thing? Like y'all go in the liquor store and y'all just buy stuff that just got a whole bunch of other nonsense in it.
It looks nice.
It looks nice. Right.
Halloween was coming and I like the bottle.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, the bottle's ill. I will give you credit for that.
Yeah.
But here, I'll take a sip, see what it is.
We definitely have to take a toast because Mike is booked and fucking busy. If y'all don't be watching Fox, 2 mics in the bill.
It's crazy right now. Like I got off early
who's
this
on the
last.
phone? It is Nelly. Hey Nelly.
We got
Nelly, what up?
Fitness in the building
we're on
too.
air and Mike is in the building. I literally
Tell me
just
what you
mentioned
think
your
about
name.
that, Mike. I tried it, man. Hey, I ain't doing it no more.
You said I ain't even toasting. We ain't got a toast on this, man. I just
toasting.
And I'm calling you because he's like,
nah.
Don't.
We gonna pass on that. Let me get a different cup.
You know, Rise is
Yeah, I shouldn't even pour this one.
Hey, I wasn't lying, man. I just
we gonna pass.
Did you get the same thing I get? I got like the medicine.
Yeah.
The old cough syrup drink back in the day.
Yeah, like,
I got that from it. Like that's what I told her.
Yeah, the world don't need that, man.
My bad that you on the phone with Nelly.
Ain't you live? How you on the phone and talking to Nelly like this? I didn't even realize this was a call-in show.
All right, bye. That's Nelly. She said, have a great show.
I didn't even realize. I didn't even
I was listening, calling.
Right, I didn't even know. We ain't been around for a while.
Man.
Now you got call-ins.
We answering the phones here.
You know what I'm saying? Tooped and painted. Got dudes screaming.
Yeah.
Y'all got call-in now. Like, things have changed since that.
Get down or lay down.
Dig it, man. Things have changed.
Period.
Oh, Mike, how you been, man?
I've been good, man. I've been good. Been busy. You know what I'm saying? Just working, man, and trying to stay up, man, and keep these shows on TV.
Out?
Have I been working out?
Or just been so busy that you slimming down?
Slim down.
No, I mean, I've been going to the gym regularly for a while, though. But like,
I see it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you noticing.
I see it.
You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like I was like, you know, like, yeah, I'm about to get in shape to, you know what I mean?
No.
My summer body in the winter.
It's healthy.
But yes, that's what it is.
That's
I started exercising some time ago because I was having some shoulder pains. And when I went to physical therapy, they was like, look, you can exercise or you can do surgery.
You said,
I said, let me see what this exercise do first. And then, you know, I just started exercising and was like, oh shit, man, I lost 30 pounds. Like, it wasn't like I went in there to lose weight.
But I definitely
But that was
it.
over, like, you know, that was pre-COVID.
Right.
Like,
But
since
I'm just saying,
COVID,
but
I'm
you lost
probably
weight
back
since the last time I
down.
seen
Yeah, I'm
you.
probably back down like 15 pounds since COVID.
I see it.
That's
You
what's
know
up.
what I'm saying?
That's what's up,
But yeah, man, I was just trying to avoid getting surgery, man.
But exercising to benefit you even
You know
more
what I mean?
though than the surgery though, because it's gonna help
Right.
all parts.
Right.
Of the
Let me
body,
tell you, man.
the heart and everything. The surgery just gonna help with that.
And I'm no gym rat, and I'm no exercise guru or none of that. But I was like, yo, when I started exercising and I started realizing how many body aches and ailments started to go away that wasn't even the reason why I went in the gym in the first place. It was like, holy smokes,
Yeah,
like yeah, now it's like, you know, I just get up in the morning, I go to the gym before I start my day, man, and, you know, it's like, yeah, man.
All those little aches and pains once you start moving that body around and doing something every day.
Right.
Building muscle. You building,
right.
you burning fat and you building muscle or whatever. You're not trying to build the biggest muscle, but you in there doing a little something. Everybody got their own thing. Yeah.
I don't do no heavy weights. I don't do, you know what I mean? I just go in there, do 15. I mean, my workout is really, it's 45 minutes.
But you putting your body through something antagonistic thing or whatever, so that way it's going to grow a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
15 minutes on the
track.
Another half hour just of some, you know, a little bit of cardio, a little bit of, you know, light weights and moving around and just, you know.
Shit, you starting to like it now. Look, you like it a little bit.
I hate it every single morning.
Mike is always going to give you the real.
Every single morning.
I like that.
I get up,
I hate
the
it.
alarm goes off at 5:15 and I curse it every single morning.
But you get up and go.
But I get up and go, man. You know, and the days I don't get up and go, I don't fall back to sleep. So it's like, you know, you torture yourself.
You might as well
You're
be.
like, I might as well just get up and go. Because I ain't going to get no more rest out the deal anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's like me when the alarm go off. When I'm scrolling, I be like, you know what? Pull the mat out and do some shit.
Right.
Because I just go on YouTube, pick a workout, and do that.
Yeah. Nah, so that's what it is. But thank you for noticing. I appreciate that.
I know it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
this is an oversized shirt. You see my shirt? This
you know
is
what I'm saying? Just like the
floppy joint.
90s a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little floppy. You know, I'm in that weird space, right? I'm like, I'm not a large and I'm not an extra large. You know what I'm saying? So this is an extra large shirt. Like a large is a little too tight.
That's
You know
tough,
what
too.
I'm
That's
saying?
a tough space
That's
to be in, too.
Yeah.
I'm in that weird space where my weight
right.
problem is I can't wait to eat, and I put some underwear on today, and the shit disappeared. I was like, ow! Ow, it's happening.
That's what I'm talking about.
Get one more of those cups, man. We're going to go with the regular Quavo.
Oh, yeah, we're going to go with
You're
the
not
regular
drinking that
Quavo.
there.
He said we're
That shit-
not drinking that
Yeah,
there.
that shit is just not for
I appreciate you making the time.
That shit is for starting
Yo,
barbecue grill.
So, for those...
What does it remind me of? What's the...
This nigga said it's for starting. Hey, Mom! Look who joined us, Mom. Mike came by.
What up, Ma?
For those of you who don't know the complete story, like, it's always special and always a full circle moment because, like, I started my career in media pretty much under the tutelage of Mike because I was the intern that was like, I had a bad day on the news desk and was like, fuck that. I don't want to do this shit no more. Send me out with the photogs. Send me to get B-roll of the clouds that's going to be shown behind the weather. I don't give a fuck. I don't want the photogs. That's what it was. The photographers. So I would get in the car with Mike, and Mike would be like,
the photogs.
Mike would be like, you know how to read a map? Fuck no.
Right, she was working with me. We had maps. Like, it wasn't no GPS.
Yeah.
You had to create a map to the
Yeah,
maps in the back seat.
Mike would talk to me about being from New York and shit. We would talk about it. Like, I just did not want to be called at the news desk calling people about sad shit. I didn't want to be a photographer. I didn't want to do camera at all, but I did not want to be at the fucking news desk. So shout out to Mike for allowing me to
She hung out with me.
hang out with him
Hung out with me.
to complete my intern credits.
'Cause I'm stingy with my time with the interns. So she
Really,
got
you are?
Oh yeah. I've had to go to HR behind not wanting to take interns out.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel super special then.
Yeah, it was bad for a while, man. But I'm
Damn.
like, look, you know, because it's like, especially when I was shooting, when I was out in the world,
Yeah.
you like that freedom.
And you in your own zone.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Mike,
Yeah.
and that's why I wanted to go with Mike, because they never questioned him. They wasn't on his top. Mike was just be like, get in the car and go wherever.
Right.
He be like, we riding to Trenton today. I don't give a fuck.
Just go, man. You know what I mean? And as long as you do your job, they don't bother you.
They don't
right?
bother
It's
you,
just like,
yes.
yo, answer the phone when they call you. Get the stuff that you're supposed to get when you out here, and they leave you alone. You know what I mean? But then you throw intern in the mix, and
You
now
got a
I'm like,
trainee. You got
I might want to stop by here for a second. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to get intern with me. You know
He knew what it was.
Right, I got to go by the books.
You can't show that person the shortcuts
Nah,
just yet.
nah.
You can't show
show how you really do it when you
Messing my
outside
day
all
up
the time.
today,
Right.
goddamn.
It was meant to be, because he ended up with me as an intern. So you could imagine, like, I wouldn't give a fuck about a shortcut.
You know
I'm trying to ask you
Y'all
about
vibe,
a
y'all vibed on some level because he took you under the wing with him. Y'all had to have
He did.
vibe
Yeah, it
on
was
some
very
level,
few,
yeah.
man. She's
Y'all had
one
to
of
have-
probably
it had to
maybe.
been
I've
something.
been there 20 some odd years. You might be one of maybe 4.
Yo, that's crazy as shit. Because let me tell you.
was like, all right, come on, you right.
I graduated Temple in 2001, so I interned for
Well,
Mike.
they cut him out recently.
All right, but they used to come like every semester, right?
Yeah, and I used to be like, yo, push him off on somebody else.
I interned for Mike 24 years ago. I graduated Temple 2001, so I interned in 2000.
And she caught me early.
Damn.
Like I only been at the job 2 years. I had to like play by the rules. I wasn't really.
You wasn't
she caught me
seasoned yet.
early,
You
right.
wasn't seasoned.
Right.
You ain't had your
came behind
thing
it.
down yet.
Yeah, the
Yeah, so
intern
you
that
was
came
like,
behind
all
it was like,
I'm
And on
by the
top of
book,
that,
too.
I picked them. They were like, is there anybody you know you want to work with? In my mind, I'm like, the black guy. The black guy from New York that's close to my
Smart
age.
choice.
Fuck that.
Smart choice.
I want to work with the black guy from New
Dig it.
York that's close to my age. Fuck
Dig it.
that.
Definitely the smartest choice.
Yeah, I was like, they were like, anybody you want to work with? I don't even know him. They were like, he's a photographer. I said, what does that mean? He goes out, gets B-roll. We send him like.
I didn't even know she had all this.
He used to work with Jen Frederick a lot. I remember that
and I
because
like
Jen
that.
was the reporter
Yeah.
that you worked with.
That
I
was
like,
back
remember
then.
that.
I didn't
she
want to
was-
work with
that
a
was
reporter.
nice.
That's crazy. I remember
Yeah,
that.
she
I didn't want to
still
work with a
working
reporter,
nights.
so I was like, that was cool. So
Yeah, that was about the only time
I'm
I
happy
take an
Mike
intern.
was able to join us
They was
today.
like, oh, you got a reporter today. I was like, all right, you can send an intern. Like, so I got somebody in my car. If I got one, I might as well have two. It
Have
don't
two.
matter
Yeah,
at that
right.
point. But if I ain't got no reporter, like, nah, man, find somebody. You don't want to take the intern? No. Send them with somebody else, man. Nah, man.
So I woke up this morning, and usually I scroll, but the fucking first post I saw said Quincy Jones dead at 91. I bawled for
Yeah,
about
man.
45 minutes, yo.
Yeah,
I've
man.
never in my life met Quincy Jones, but my best friend Laia has a personal connection to him, and she posted a beautiful Instagram, Facebook, Threads,
Legend,
Twitter
B.
post dedication to him. And like Quincy, I mean, you got to think about Quincy Jones. This is like
Y'all
back
bring
on
no
the block.
mixers to this party?
Q.
I'm drinking straight tequila. You don't bring no mixers.
You want
to this
some iced tea shots?
My wife, I'll be back.
Hey!
Shouts out to the missus.
Let her know that you dropped by the show and tell her I said hi. Yeah, Mike was just dating his wife at the time when we met.
Man, 24 years ago.
24 years ago. I was in college at Temple University. I had a son. I was interning at 103.9 The Beat. That's what it was called at the time.
I remember that.
I was interning for Osei The Dark Secret. I was producing a show called
remember that too.
Love Talk and Slow Jams with Osei The Dark Secret.
I remember that.
On 103.9 FM. And this is before Golden Girl, for y'all be like, oh, like Golden Girl show. Like, no, that was our show
Shouts
first.
out to Cassidy, the boy B. Used to
That's-
come on there and do the
yes.
rap battles.
And shouts
back
out
in the
to
day. I remember that. What was the boy
my
name?
big
The
bro,
DJ
Jet.
boy that was doing them rap battle joints at after school joints. I forgot his name, but yeah, it was on 103 point The Beat joint. I remember that back in the day. Yeah, definitely. That was-
Shout out to
it's
all the
great time.
DJs from back in the day.
But
Fucking
you was-
J Ski and
Yeah.
yo,
It
I
was
used to
good
have
times.
a biggest crush on J Ski since he was down with Q102 Zulu and the Family. It's the only white dude I was like seriously pressed about, like would go to different clubs because I knew he was spinning.
Okay.
Because I was like, there's no way he could be white.
Jungle Fever back then. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Anyway.
All right now. All
But-
right.
Hey, my brother All Purpose joined in. Salute. He was here on Thursday with the Glockaware gang. I did post that.
Okay.
Yo, one of my girlfriends was like turned on by the repost of your. I posted that he was going to be on the Glock show. And she was like, oh, it's the voice and the goatee for me. I was like,
Oh
hey.
shit. Okay. It's the voice in the
I was
goatee.
like, hey. I tagged him like, hey, you see what's happening over here? It's always funny to me, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
But
yeah,
listen,
so I woke
give me
up
some
to the
more
news
Quincy.
that Quincy Jones passed away on Sunday night. He was surrounded by his children and his surviving siblings in his Bel Air home. Now, for those of you who don't know, he had 7 children. Their names are Rashida, who you're familiar with, great comedic actor, Kidada, who most of us know from the hip hop culture as Tupac's ex, Kenya Kinsky Jones, who, in case y'all don't know, I don't know if y'all remember HBO in the 80s used to run a movie called Cat's Eye. Nastasia Kinsky starred in it, and I think she might have even been in the American Werewolf in London.
Maybe.
But
Okay.
he was dating her for a
take-
while,
I'll
so
take
her
your
name
word for
is
it.
Kenya
He pretty good with a
Kinsky
memory, huh?
Jones.
Yeah.
That's Nastasia Kinsky. 'Cause she was a model. She was beautiful. She had dark hair. She was European, but she had the prettiest green
I
eyes.
don't know none of these people.
So that was
I ain't
one of
know-
his
I
daughters.
didn't even know she had 7 kids.
Me
He
neither.
had
I
one
didn't-
daughter.
That's why I'm running it
I
down.
know it was like
He
2
had
or 3 daughters.
I seen him
I
do
ain't nigga.
carpool karaoke with his
knew-
daughter. That's about the only one I got.
He had Quincy D. Light Jones III. He had Jolie Jones. He had Jolie Jones-Levine and Martina Jones and Rachel.
All girls.
So no, he
like
Quincy
two
Jones
boys.
the Jones. He had
Oh,
one.
okay, yeah.
One
boy?
son. Quincy
Oh, that
Delight
other
Jones the
ain't that
third.
boy name?
No, one.
Jolie?
He had
that's
Jolie.
Jolie.
He had
I
one.
thought that was French. They're like French for Joel.
I mean, it might
I don't
be,
know.
but I'm a fan of girl names for boys.
Joel.
Julie.
So they were all present next to the great one as he passed. He has a half brother, I learned.
Yeah.
Richard Anthony Jones, who is a U.S. district judge for the Western District of Washington State.
Okay.
I never knew
Interesting.
that. And it was revealed that Ray Charles actually introduced him to heroin early in his career,
Oh.
and he stopped after 5 months.
Ray.
Shouts out to Ray.
Ray.
Charles.
Ray.
Shouts out
What
to
up,
Ray.
Wishbone? Wishbone, your Mets is exactly home where I knew they was going to be, like our Phils. That's all I got to say.
Wish,
Because
what
I ain't
up,
seen
brother?
you.
What up? What up? Salute.
But
Shout
yeah,
out to
so
Wishbone.
I was actually really emotional. I started thinking about Secret Garden and fucking.
Yo, he got a lot of
Listen,
hits.
he got a lot of
got
hits.
so
Quincy
many
Jones
hits.
produced
Albums.
so much
Damn
shit.
hits. He got albums.
So,
Like,
he
that's-
didn't
that's-
just produce two of the most
So
like
much work.
his daughter Rashida is so fucking talented. She's a talented comedic actor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she was been on fucking Parks and Recreation. She came through Saturday Night like she's a great in herself, and so is Kidada.
Mm-hmm.
And then his daughter Kenya Kinski Jones again with the Nastasia Kinski. She's a model, as well as he had children with a model. That's Jolie and Quincy Jones Jr.'s mom.
Okay.
So like, you know, Quincy Jones was just amazing. I just think about Barry White's Secret Garden. I think about Tevin Campbell.
Shouts out to
Tomorrow.
Tevin Campbell.
Yeah.
I think
right.
about Michael Jackson Thriller.
Yo.
Nah, shit,
Which
the whole
I
album. He
learned on the
produced 3
internet.
albums.
Yeah.
I learned on the internet that was a song actually called Daylight.
Thriller?
Yes. Yeah, I didn't repost it, but I'm gonna go find it and repost it. And they have audio of Michael Jackson singing, "Cause this is daylight," and I'm like, "What the fuck is
Wow,
that?"
that's
But
crazy.
I learned that today with the passing of Quincy Jones. So shout out to the Jones family and.
Yo, and they put it.
I'm a- you know,
that's just
any
those are the-
excuse to
the-
drink.
the
I'm gonna
stuff
take
we
another
know
fucking
about.
shot for
Like
Quincy.
you go rabbit holing on Quincy Jones, you hear music, you like, yo, he made this.
He made that.
He made this?
I didn't go deep into
did
the
this?
rabbit hole of
Yeah.
Quincy Jones,
I
but
just remember.
Like that.
he
friggin-
produced so many songs and albums. He got so many albums under
Right.
his belt
Listen, I'm about
that
to
he
tell you.
produced for people. But people know one of my. He produced Off the Wall,
Yep.
Thriller, and Bad.
and bad.
That what
He
you
produced
call
all
it?
three of them
those.
joints, bruh.
But
So
the
like,
what was that joint from with the detective with the
Lethal Weapon?
Not Lethal
No.
Weapon, a little short dude
the short
from Saturday
dude
Night
from Saturday Night
Live.
Live.
my man,
the
doing
comedy
it,
joint.
Yeah,
Which one is that? What's
I'm
it?
so mad I can't.
Nobody
think
can
about
remember the
No,
name of the
no,
movie. That's
no.
a shame. When
Listen.
Beyonce was in it.
Austin Powers.
Austin
Powers.
There you go.
That-
That was coming to me.
That's Quincy
That's
Jones.
Quincy Jones.
Yo, he produced
Quincy
that.
Jones.
That was
Listen,
years ago.
Hey,
he,
yo.
he has charted
60s,
6
yo.
singles, 6 albums in the top 40.
60s
Listen,
he was
he
doing
won
that.
4 platinum awards, 7 gold awards, only in the United States. They didn't even count the rest. He is one of the few producers to have #1 records in 3 consecutive decades, the 60s, 70s, and the
Crazy.
80s.
Dude.
16 studio albums, 24 soundtrack albums. That's
Sam-
fucking
just that-
Yeah.
Bro,
unheard of.
that mean movie producers is
3
coming
live
to you where they
albums
score.
and 4 compilations. And everybody is familiar with the compilation that produced Secret Garden,
Yep.
Back on the Block.
Absolutely.
Kevin
That's the name of the
Tevin
album.
Campbell's Tomorrow. It was called
That was Back on the Block. It's the name of the
So
album.
for those of us who were like, that might have been their introduction to Quincy Jones, my man been around for a long
Long
ass
Hey,
time.
listen, and this
Long
this
time.
one goes without saying. If y'all don't know who produced it, We Are the World, man. It goes without saying. We all know the
Right.
song, man.
Dig
He
it.
did We Are the World.
Are
He
the-
brought every
No,
artist,
listen.
every huge
Hands
artist. You can't
across
even do that right now.
America, my
You
nigga.
can never
Yeah.
do that right now.
Nah.
He brought all them artists, and if y'all don't know, y'all youngins, if y'all ain't don't know We Are the World, y'all can go in and look at it. They was all in the studio together. Every artist. It wasn't no bickering or nothing. All of them, from Whitney to
Right.
everybody you can
Everybody.
name.
Quincy
Everybody you can
Jones
name.
produced the Live at
Come on.
Montreux album with Miles
man.
Davis in 1990.
Shouts out to Quincy
Quincy
Jones,
Jones,
man.
Quincy
Right.
Jones
He's
has
sick, man.
jazz production.
He's sick
He
with it.
has he was beyond sick with it. So I was a little the Count Basie Orchestra.
That's crazy,
Art
man.
Farmer, Billy Eckstein, Ella
His
Fitzgerald,
range of music, his range of music
Dizzy
is
Gillespie,
so far.
Donnie
that's what's like
Hathaway,
the-
Michael
that's-
James
his
his
Ingram,
range of music.
Lena
So-
Horne.
Bruh, he
Listen,
talking about he done hit stuff
Little
in the orchestra.
Richard,
Right.
to disco to pop.
Frank
Anything
Sinatra
to
and Count
ballad.
Basie. I
Anything-
bet half y'all
anything-
niggas ain't even know he had an album with Frank
He was
Sinatra.
on it.
Crazy.
Nothing got past
He
him.
produced Tamia's debut
That's
album.
crazy.
Nothing got past
And
him.
let me tell you, that song she had, "You Put a Move on My Heart," that was my shit. And I'm not an R&B bitch, but that shit was so well produced.
Mm-hmm.
The
Put a
instrument,
move on my heart. I remember that song. That was a good one. I love. Yeah. I love to me.
That was my shit. Sarah Vaughan, Dinah Washington, the Winans.
That list you gonna go on forever
Right,
talking
I
about
gotta say, when you
that
gonna talk about
boy
something
joint. Yeah,
else? You might as well switch topics.
We can talk about what's
Free
going on.
Young Thugger home.
Young Thugger, Jeffrey is home. Let me tell you, I am
Jeffrey
so
home.
happy that Jeffrey is home, and let me tell you why. Because the case, I ain't gonna say the case was bullshit, but they had him locked up without bail on some bullshit.
Yeah,
they
they
were
had it-
building
they
the
was just trying to
case
get it. It was
while
wrong.
he was
It was
behind
definitely wrong.
bars.
It was definitely wrong.
And that's kind of fucked up.
They built that case
So-
off of 10 years worth, over 10 years ago stuff, like stuff that was so old. The people that they had going against the Thug wasn't even in contact with these people for the last 6 or 7 years, bro.
man.
You talking about they? So yeah,
Look.
man. But the stipulations on this joint is
company
crazy.
you
though.
Yo,
keep, man.
The
Young
stipulations they got on
Thug
this
got
joint
out of
crazy,
jail.
bro.
Saying.
Young Thug got out of jail and sent a tweet and tagged fucking Drake, Future, and Metro Boomin and was like, "Yo, brothers, we can't be beefing. We make too much great music." And then it was reported that fucking Drake and Future got on the phone and squashed their differences.
Hey man, Thugger home.
Look at
That's
that.
what's up. So he's doing something positive, but his release ain't nothing.
Yeah, but did
to
remember
to
I
clap
told you
back.
I heard the nigga cannot go back to ATL.
I got it. His release
If
is
a
15
motherfucker
years.
told me I couldn't go back to Philly, I don't know how I feel about that.
Listen, he got 15 years probation.
I know that.
No associate with any felons or any of that shit.
That's very
None
hard
of
in the
that
music
was
impossible.
industry.
Only
Very, he
they-
can't be a
just
rapper
music
anymore.
industry.
He might as well get a job
Listen,
as an insurance
They
salesman.
gave him stipulations you could talk to rappers for business or whatever, but and then the other one, no ATL. No ATL. You gotta move.
Listen, man.
That's a wild drum
Listen,
right there.
listen, though, man.
I see you said that
You
heard
gotta
it.
move.
It's
I'm
plenty of
reading your
money
notes,
outside
but-
of Atlanta, so he'd be all right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? And the
That's
internet,
I'm quite
with
sure
the
he-
internet right now, you could connect anywhere. Like
I'm quite
that
sure he
doesn't
thought
even
that one
matter,
out,
right?
too.
He was
Like,
like,
man,
"Oh, I can't go to Atlanta. All right, it's that or stay in jail.
Yeah,
All right,
man. You
I can skip Atlanta.
Send me to Wichita, Kansas.
Right,
if
wherever
it
you
don't
want me
mean
to go,
freedom.
Spokane,
Yeah, it means
Washington.
freedom.
Like,
Let
send me. I'm
Yeah.
good.
All right, so let me see if I can.
Before, you know,
So Young Thug had gave a heartfelt speech.
charges. I want to say sorry to my family, my mom. My mom got 11 kids. I can't say all their names, you know. My managers, my kids that's not here. Really everybody that got something to do with this situation, I want to say sorry for just like, you know, having so much time investing into this, you know, and I am a smart guy, I am a good guy, and I really got a good heart, you know. I find myself in a lot of stuff because I was just nice or cool, you know, and I understand that you can't be that way when you reach a certain height because it could end bad, and it don't really have to have nothing to do with you, but it could end bad and it could, you know, fall on you. And I know the choice is yours, it's up to you, and I hope that you allow me to go home today and just trust in me to just do the right thing and never see you again unless it's at a, you know, bar in the future or something. Just out of this type of situation.
Right, I don't know where I'm gonna see you at. We don't run in the same circles.
I'm going away.
So the odds, I don't know where I'm gonna see you
Learn from
at.
mistakes.
to say like an event. or
Right.
something.
Maybe at one of my shows or
Listen.
something. You know what I mean? Like,
But he was
So basically, he gave a heartfelt speech, and it really worked on the judge. But yeah, they put a whole bunch of fucking stipulations on him. But
what was he locked up for in the first place?
so yo, the charges was crazy.
I mean,
had-
just give me
all right,
the
they got
the abridged
20
version.
well, he
They had
pled
him on a
guilty.
they had him on
They had him
Rico.
on Rico.
They had him on
Okay.
the Rico, right? They were saying that YSL was a gang.
Yes,
Right.
I
And
do
he
recall that
orchestrated-
conversation.
and this was the charge.
And
He orchestrated-
under YSL, he
he
orchestrated.
drugs. and
Gotcha.
all that
Oh,
other
so he was
stuff.
like
But-
kingpin shit.
But the whole thing was they built the case from dudes that got booked 10 years
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
And their cases from their testimonies from 10 years ago. He hasn't been in contact with these dudes for the last 6 years.
That's it.
The cops and the DA just wanted him. They wanted the big fish.
We all
They was
trying to go
make
home.
a name.
We all trying to go
Yeah.
home. Like, yo, yo, go talk to Thug.
Yeah.
Who you think put me up to this?
And one of them, listen, one of the boys, Woody, like one of the most famous ones out there.
YSL Woody, shout out to this nigga for fucking up the justice system.
Woody said, listen, when they had him locked up that long time ago, he was telling them all kinds of stuff on Thug because he knew y'all should know Thug ain't doing it, so he making this up, but putting it on him. But knowing like, yo, once y'all try to tie it together, y'all know he ain't doing it.
Right.
The cops was really believing it, so he just kept fishing it, and that's what they kept. Woody himself though, he kept fishing it, and now that they looked at it, none of this stuff that Woody was saying was really. He was giving them a little bit of the truth and a whole lot of the bullshit.
Right.
And for those of you who don't know, YSL Woody is the nigga that was on TV when the judge asked him, "How old are you?" The nigga said, "I'm grown."
Yeah. Listen, if you want to laugh though, Mike, like if you want a good laugh in the courtroom, go check out.
Go to YouTube
Woody
and check out YSL Woody
joint,
testimony.
But it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Good ass Kiki.
I'm gonna have to look at that.
What?
Shout out to my mom for saying that Quincy Jones is going to get an honorary Oscar. Is it crazy that when I read that Quincy Jones passed away last night at 91, the first thing I thought of is I wondered if he voted. Like if he voted early.
Before he...
That's all I get. I keep telling y'all, I want to wake up on the 6th.
She's serious about the vote. Everybody go vote. Hey, listen, go vote. I rise on y'all top if y'all don't go vote.
I can't say check out without voting.
Nigga, you ain't vote.
Like, when you ain't voting.
Hey, somebody get the ball out of their hands to the
Wake his ass up. Get his ass up.
I thought about it, though, because my question is, are they going to let it count if he did? Like...
Boy, if you don't get up and get down there to the polls before you die.
Hey, Quincy.
Because
hey, bro, get to the polls for Irize, please.
In all seriousness,
please.
At 91, Quincy Jones was one of the freedom fighters that we salute.
He probably,
one of the niggas that paved the motherfucking way.
He probably voted early.
That's what.
Because he probably knew he was gonna die.
So I'm like
right.
as long as they don't go looking into Quincy Jones vote.
Y'all really think he voted though?
Yeah.
Your mom is calling you.
Hey, my mom calling y'all. I ain't. Hey, mom, you know this is crazy. Hey, mom, ain't I'm live, mom. You want? I know you follow me. Hey, mom, don't do that, mom. Don't act like Kaylin.
Remember you said young boy used to call me every time. I used to be like, this nigga know I'm on the podcast.
My daughter usually do that, but they even know though. I seen it before I left. I'm like, mom, I'm going to, you know.
So yes, that was me being sad this morning about Quincy Jones passing away.
Rest in peace to Quincy Jones, though.
Rest
man.
in
like,
peace
real
to Quincy.
Yeah, but he had a nice run, man. 91 years, man. You know what I mean?
Beautiful life.
Great life, man.
Listen, because he was producing all the way up until like last year, y'all.
Right, he was probably producing a week ago. Right. Right before he was right. Like, listen, man.
Quincy Jones got a song with Young Thug while he was in
Friday. He was probably like, look, guys, I ain't gonna make it to the studio this weekend.
Send that track to Thug before he get out.
Yeah, I ain't gonna make it down to the studio this weekend, fellas.
Since we gonna stay in this entertainment, we gonna stay right here, right? Listen, right?
Yes.
Mike, give me yes or no. What you think about Diddy's sons, man? They done ran down on Ray J. Because Ray J supposed to have been talking about they pop. So they run down on Ray J.
They got a lot of people to run down on if they running down on niggas and stuff.
Ray J coming
but they won't pull that shit with 50.
None of them. Ray J coming out the restaurant with Amber Rose or whatever. They run down on
first
him.
Mistake.
They come running down on him. There's three of them.
Half black bitch from
They
Philly.
half whooping his ass, arguing or whatever they doing. And guess who come and saved the day?
Who's that?
Chris Brown.
Breezy to the rescue.
Chris Breezy.
Listen, man. We gotta show Breezy some love.
They say Breezy done put both of the kids in the headlock and kicked them
These
out.
hoes ain't loyal.
Get on out of here.
Leave Ray J alone, goddamn it.
Look, man, this whole
I love me some Christopher
man.
Maurice Brown.
Listen,
I just had to put that out there.
Like, his son should fall back.
Brown.
His son should really fall back.
True.
Like, you know what I mean? He had the one put out
they
the song
next.
talking about
they
searched the wrong house. It's like, y'all either are complete idiots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, your father has spoiled y'all to the point that you don't really understand how serious this situation is
really
right
going
now.
on right
Right.
now.
Y'all think, he's been able to buy y'all out of a lot of situations throughout their lives, right?
But they're next.
But this one, right? This one is not a game, man. Like, yo, like,
this one's
you know,
serious.
And their father should be advising them. Hey, fellas, look,
Instead, he making calls from home, telling them to get rid of the pizza box.
Get rid of the pizza
Give me the
box.
pizza box with the extra pepperoni in it.
The extra cheese. Nigga.
Like, look,
Yeah,
boy,
dad tripping. Dad.
this is not a game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm facing the rest of my life in this joint, and I don't want y'all in here with me.
I don't
And
even,
that's
but
exactly
you know
what I'm
what?
saying. And that's the
I think the
seriousness
reason
of
why
the
he
case.
hasn't said that is because he has not come into that realization
Well,
yet.
look.
Listen,
He gonna be sitting there with his sons next to him.
This is my
Like,
personal
is that what you
PSA.
want?
They definitely gonna be in there.
This is
You
my
do all this
personal
work,
PSA.
Make all this money, set your family up like this, even if it's at the cost of the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Like if and I'm not saying, I mean, it's easy to say it,
Right.
but if I was able to set my family up the way Diddy's family is set up, and they
Yes.
was like, yo, Mike, but you can't touch the street no more, I might take that deal.
Might.
With,
Let me tell you.
with that kind of money and that kind of access, I might be like, all right, fuck it, man.
All right.
Lock me up, man. Y'all rock out, man. Y'all
Story
good.
time.
I got you.
I have
So
a
I'ma
friend.
piggyback off of that,
I have a
'cause
friend
watched the movie
that
on
was bet
something like that.
a ridiculous amount of money with Will Smith that he wouldn't lose a certain amount of weight and keep it off in a certain amount of time. He did it. He cashed out. He said to me, "Yo, Rise, if Will offered you 50 grand, 100 grand, you don't think you can stop smoking weed for a year, 6 months, 2 years, nigga? Fuck him and that money." Because I will wrap my hands around somebody's neck in that 2 years trying to not do what I know keeps me from beating a bitch down every other day.
Well, look,
That's a
look,
different joint,
that's
though,
a
man.
different story.
That's
Yeah,
a different joint.
situation.
That's different.
That's
than
different.
losing weight. Those,
Right.
those are way too
Way
different joints.
Way
He still got the weight off. He still got the weight
but
off.
the weight you gonna
But
feel
no, it's
a
hard
lot.
to lose weight and maintain it
Hey,
for
you
2 years.
I got you.
Right.
No, it's not.
actually.
No, it's not. Because once
Oh,
you
it is for me, 'cause I'd have ate a donut by now.
No, because
You can
once
still
you
have a
ate something.
donut.
Listen,
You
no,
just gotta
'cause
stay committed.
Once you cross a certain threshold in your journey of losing that
Right.
weight, you're not going to go backwards. The whole thing of it, people don't get to that threshold and
Right.
cross it to not go backwards. Once you cross,
I got a lot of
once you get
famous
to a
friends
certain
that can't,
point,
none of them,
it's-
there's nothing
it's-
any of them have
listen.
that they can offer me to stop doing that.
Listen,
Sorry.
it's the same. It's the same thing as if you get
Absolutely not a
successful.
thing.
You get to a certain point of success. You ain't going backwards.
dig it. Dig it.
You're not going backwards,
Right.
bro.
That's what it is.
You done crossed
Yeah,
that
you done
threshold.
went so far
I know
that
what
you
this
like, I'm
feel
here
like
now.
right here.
Right.
I ain't, and you can't tell
Right.
me nothing about that
Right.
back there now. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that is with this. So
Well,
that's two
Diddy's
different
sons
joints.
need to calm
But
the fuck
That's what I'm
down
saying.
because
They
they're
ain't never
next.
had to eat bologna
They're
sandwiches.
next.
You know what I'm saying?
They're
Like
next.
they haven't had to eat them. Like yo, you
Because
gonna
that
find
one
out what it is,
Christian
man.
that
They
look
never
just
had to
like him,
fight 'em,
nigga, the
dig
bitches
it.
don't
You know
like
what
you
I'm
for
saying?
your
Like,
you
looks.
think
They
you
like
tough
you for who?
because you
For how
your
much money
dad?
your
Come
dad
on, man.
got.
Yeah, man. Like, and they saying,
Moment of honesty.
and they saying that Chris Brown hemmed them up, man, and he y'all friend.
Right.
So just imagine somebody
Right.
y'all
Who
friend, bro.
don't know
y'all not
don't-
really tough.
Listen,
You're going
man,
after celebrity
y'all
people,
moving
man.
with
Like,
y'all moving with
chill out.
security. Y'all moving with bodyguards.
It's
Like that's
always the
different. It's
people
easy
born
to
with
be
silver
tough
spoons that
when I
wanna-
got somebody
that
who
wanna
can jump
under-
on you when shit get out of control.
It's always
Chill
the
out,
people
kids.
with a
You know what
silver
I'm saying?
spoon under their tongue that wants to understand a piece of the ghetto, and I don't get that at all.
Listen, let me tell
Because
you.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a pretty privileged person. I know and understand street life. I've seen it. I've experienced it. I can tell you about the several times the cops shut down my Christmas. Because I tell y'all all the time, my dad sold drugs when I was a child. My kids don't know that, and I tell them all the time.
Don't say that
Yeah,
no more.
like,
Don't say that
so
no
I
more.
won't say it no
It's
more.
already on the record.
But my
Right,
mom
right,
can attest
right.
for that. I mean, look,
Your mom's
statute.
like enough already.
Statue is up.
It's
You
like
know
a
what I mean?
2
Statute
Chainz
up.
song, statute of limitations.
It's definitely up. It's definitely
Statute
up.
of limitations.
It's definitely up.
And he did whatever time he had to do. My dad wore an ankle monitor for a long time.
Shouts out to your pop.
Long time.
Shouts out to
Shout-
your pop and giving everybody jobs with
Don't
the cable
act,
company.
I was about to say, don't act
Dig
like
it.
you wasn't there when my dad was giving all the young
Shouts out to
niggas
him.
jobs.
Yeah.
When we was younger, he bought us all super soakers for the first time. Whole neighborhood was
Shouts out to
lit.
your daddy.
Whole neighborhood was
goddamn
lit.
dad.
My dad coached the basketball team at the recreation center at 4th and Fairmount. And I never knew that. Jay Ryder told me that. He was like, I played ball for your pop. I
Oh
was
shit!
like,
Shouts
look
out
at
to Jay Ryder too, my
You know what I mean?
nigga.
Shout
Which
out to
Jay
Jay. I was
Ryder?
with him
Jay Ryder?
last week.
was
Did
Jay
his show
Ryder?
last week.
That's
Yeah,
right. I
did
did
show
see
last
that.
Tuesday.
He said he gonna come up here one day. It would have been dope if
I
he
gotta
came
keep giving
today.
it. I would have
Crazy.
loved it today if he just showed up. Well, he got an open invitation. You already know that.
He
Jay
already
Ryder,
know.
man. You
He,
got
I,
an
I
open
texted him the
invitation
other
to
day
do.
and was like, no, for real though, on
Where
any
we ended
given
up at?
Monday.
Where we seen him at? We ended up somewhere last week. Where we ended up at?
I don't know. I often end up, he's on Tuesdays. He's at
No.
Timeout. I end up there.
No, where did we
Oh,
end up?
He was at Somo. We went to go see
Somo.
Active after this show.
Yeah, we went
We went to
last
go
week.
see Active
Shout out
with
to
Tariq
Active, bro.
Wallace.
He was rocking too.
Shout out to
Active.
Tariq Wallace.
Shout out to
Shout out
Rashid
to
Wallace
DJ
up that joint,
Active.
bro. He was in the
Rashid
building,
was
too.
in the building.
Streets, man.
Alvin Williams was up that joint, man. I seen him up
streets,
there,
man.
yeah.
Oh, I'm always in the street, but true story.
I was following her.
That's what I'm saying. I'm at the
I
crib,
did.
man.
I was with her.
9 o'clock. I'm like, yo, it's late, man.
Shit,
I'm
you
in the
and me
house,
both,
man.
Through marriage, Sheed and Tariq are my cousins through marriage. And I know Alvin Williams because his wife, I went to high school with her. And oddly enough, I'm boarding planes the other day, and I'm the two cutest little kids in my boarding area. They're scanning their board pass, and I'm like, thank you, Miss Williams. Thank you, Mr. Williams. And I scan their mom's boarding pass, and I'm like, thank you, Mrs. Zakia. Yeah, I went to high school with Alvin Williams' wife. So,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's great.
yeah.
Shouts out to them.
I'm
Shouts out
that
to the
person
Williams
that know a
family.
whole bunch of special people,
Right, like she
and I'm
just
special in my own
name
little
drop all the
autistic
time,
way.
But
Fuck
listen,
outta
I told
You
we was
know.
trying to have
Fuck
a little segment where she could call somebody on this joint. Like
She be fronting. though.
yeah.
She always
Go ahead
fronts.
and call him. Call him. Yeah, you
like,
know
yo,
the
call
people.
him.
Hit him
yo,
up.
Hit Pete Rock.
I gotta text Jill though, because I
like,
woke
call
up this
somebody.
morning and Jill was heavy on my mind. I'm gonna send her a text.
You know what I mean?
Scott.
Call Jill. Tell her, say,
Jilly
what's up,
from Philly?
man?
Jilly from Philly.
You know what I'm saying?
I
She
was
married?
think-
Is she married?
She's not married at this
She ain't?
moment.
Hey,
She's not married at this.
You
She
know
has
what
been
I'm saying?
shouts
married.
out to
She's
you,
not
Jill
married
Scott.
right now.
Shouts out to you,
Let me
Jill
find
Scott.
out you got a thing for Jill.
Listen,
My
we all got a
God.
thing for Jill.
I don't know who don't have a thing for Jill.
I don't know
If
who
you
would.
don't-
I don't know who would
Don't
answer
have
my
anything
call
for
if I
Jill.
call,
Let me
and not on
find
some
out.
malicious
Let me
shit.
find out my
Just
wife
on some
don't
who
want me
not
no
busy. Like
Yo,
every once
Jill.
in a while, Raheem
You know
Devon will
what I'm
answer the phone if I call. Pete Rock always responds to my text. It might not be immediately, but there are moments when I guess he ain't doing shit that he responds immediately. Maceo is in town. He might respond to my text.
Hey,
saying?
He hanging with Jeff. I do know that. I do know that he's hanging with Jeff. I'm actually might. And Nelly and Chef said, let me know if I wanted to come down the Parkway because it's kind of easy.
You
to
going
get in.
down there?
So what's happening at the
I
Parkway?
really don't want to.
Oh,
I'm on the press list.
Come on, give
You're
us
on the press list?
Yeah,
That's
but I
where we
ain't
going
going.
after this? He said.
I ain't
My
going.
man, I said, no, damn that.
Yeah, I ain't going.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm
I'm
done
on
with
the
that
press
shit.
list.
Yeah.
But
You
I
gotta
ain't
do all
going.
that shit
Yo,
tomorrow and the
Mike
next day,
sounds
bro.
like me at the
Yeah.
end of my career with Jazzy Jeff. It's a party. Irize, you going? Like, nah, I got the bread.
You gotta
Like,
deal with
I
that
collected the
madness
check earlier.
tomorrow
Where ain't going?
And
It's the rest of the week.
Yeah,
man.
bro.
Rest of the week.
Yeah.
But nah, you know what, man? I thought about going because there's nothing like the energy at a
Yo.
political campaign.
Yo.
Because like it's not like regular concert energy.
It's
like
not.
these are genuine fanatics. Like you follow what I'm saying?
I've
Like,
never been to
Politics
one,
is
so
different.
I'm
Yo,
different. Like,
politics
the
is
energy
different.
in the room. These are people who will stop their lives for this person, right? Think about how much time these people is. This morning, the dude from Philly Chit Chat posted a picture of 3 people, the first 3 people online. One was
This
from New York,
morning?
one from DC.
This
was
morning?
This morning. They were there
The
since
show
midnight.
didn't open till. Whoa!
From midnight. The
Yeah.
one was from DC.
I ain't got that kind of energy.
One was from New York,
That's
and I
crazy.
think one was
I
local.
can't think of
That's
nobody
crazy.
I would hang out in
think
front
about
of
that,
for
right?
24
So
hours
now,
for.
Never mind them. You just spoke to Nelly. It's freaking 4:30, 5 o'clock. They down there. Show don't start till 7.
Yeah, they down there.
Kamala
Yeah.
ain't
Right.
coming till
Kamala,
9:30.
9:30,
This
10
is what
o'clock.
this is what I heard from somebody who was soliciting first-time voters to come down.
Right.
They asked me that I know any first-time voters. I sent my niece and
Dude.
my son and their
Come on,
friends.
man.
So this shit better than the release of the first iPhone
Yo.
back in 06.
Yo, the energy.
Damn,
I
Not the
had
release of
to-
the iPhone.
Right,
Yeah, you
that's
remember
what
that?
it's like,
This
though.
nigga
you
compared
remember
the
that?
rally to the release
had-
of the iPhone.
Or the second pair of Yeezys that ever
Listen,
came out. Nigga,
I
the
toured
lines.
when Barack was running. I had a chance to go
that
to the
energy,
joint.
I know that.
At his joints, right?
Right.
I even went to McCain's joints, right?
Okay.
Yo, when they walk in the room, the building shakes
Wow.
from the energy.
Wow.
I was like, yo, like everybody was, when Barack ran the first time, it was like, oh, he's the
Yes.
rock star candidate, rock star. And I was like, yo, why don't people stop saying that? When he walked to that room and I seen that crowd erupt, and it went on for like 10 minutes.
Bro,
Barry
you feel
O was the
15
motherfucking
Listen, I can
man.
imagine
Yo.
it because
Barry
you feel
O
that
was the
same
man.
energy when he used to walk out on the TV screen.
Right.
When you in your own house and Barack
Yo.
used to walk
Barry
out that
O was the
you
motherfucking
feel that energy.
man.
So I can
When-
imagine how
when
that shit
she
is.
hit
like,
that
live.
stage, that parkway is gonna light up
Yeah.
like nothing you've ever seen, man.
And this is what
And
I want
that's
people to
why-
understand.
That's the only reason I wanted to be there, because it's just a
Right.
different feeling.
Because it's a different feeling.
experience.
It's a different feeling. It's like the first time you ever go to a Beyonce or Taylor Swift concert. It's a different feeling.
Like that? Wow.
Yeah.
need to go
And
to a
I
Taylor
heard,
Swift concert.
listen, I heard that Taylor Smith.
Orgasmic.
I heard that Taylor Swift might be a special guest because she's missing.
They dropping
She's
everybody's
missing.
name, though.
She's missing the game tonight for a rally, and they didn't say where.
Well, she definitely here then.
On my way here,
Well, you know
my
she from
man
Reading.
stopped me
Oh,
and
she
said,
definitely here.
Taylor's there, Jay-Z, Beyonce.
Oh, I want to go.
Friggin'
I'm about to text
John
Jeff.
Legend.
I'm about to text Jeff like my
Like,
nigga.
he
Where I
ran
need to
down-
go.
he
Where I need
ran
to
down about
Jeff
5-6
Jeff
names.
is gonna be. I'm about to
And
text
I
him
was
like,
like,
my nigga, what I need to do to not be in the
might
good
turn
comment
around
phone.
and go over there right now, but then I was like, nah, forget it, B.
Come on, Mike.
That's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long night.
That's too much.
It's
That's
definitely
too
gonna be
much.
a
And
long
I didn't
night.
already miss the media check-in. You had to be there at
Ain't no
5
such
to
thing as missing the
5:30.
media check-in.
Yo, this is Secret Service, B.
Yeah,
This is
it's
not
different.
local police.
And I'm
This
always
is not local
and I'm
police.
always afraid
Just
I'm not
imagine
gonna
This is
make the
Secret
cut.
Service.
Just imagine visiting somebody in Rikers Island. That's
Yeah.
what you gotta go
Right,
through.
right. This
You
is
gotta go through that
same
shit right
Say
there.
by a nigga that visited a
Listen,
nigga in Rikers
right.
Island.
Hey, I visited
And
a
so
motherfucker in
I
Rikers
can
Island.
relate.
So
And
that's why I
since you
said
said
that.
it,
Yeah.
it made me think, like, you know what? It was
Bruh.
damn near the same experience.
Bruh.
Going, trying to get into one of these campaign rallies.
Yeah.
It was damn near the same experience.
Bro, you go through one checkpoint,
Damn.
you take your shit off, you gotta go through another one to
Yo,
get checked.
Rikers Island
You gotta
is
go through
different.
another one to get checked, then they gotta hit you with the wine
Yo.
before you go in. Man, that shit was different.
Quick Rikers Island story, right?
Yeah.
I went to see my cousin. So I pull up, and you can't drive onto the island. Now, I didn't know. So dude, like, nah, you gotta
didn't
park
know.
your car over there, catch
Catch
the
the
bus.
bus.
So I'm like, all right, bus come. I'll go get on the bus. I'm like, listen, man, I ain't got no bus fare. Oh, y'all always say that. Like, why don't you just wait for the Rikers Island bus to come? Because they got a city bus
And a Rikers Island bus. Yep.
I said, yo,
Yep.
B, man, like, this is my first time, man. I don't make a habit. Yeah, they all say it's their first time. I'm like, yo,
I don't make a habit of
like,
that
I don't freaking make a habit to come visit Rikers Island. You know what I mean?
And it's a lonely bus stop with a
Right.
parking lot. It's just,
Right.
it's just one bus
It's just
stop.
there.
It's just there. It's a parking lot and then one bus stop.
Get over the other side.
Yeah.
I'm going through the motions.
Yeah.
Go through the first security
Jill
check.
Scott came up to me.
Go
gave
through
me
the second
something
security
about
check.
my
I'm like, yo, hold on a second, man. Like, how long is this shit gonna take? So the sister in front of me, like, now I'm frustrated. I'm like, fuck it, I'm leaving, man. And the sister in front of me is like, yo, you can't leave.
Nope.
So what do you mean I can't leave? She said, you gotta go through the whole system before you can leave.
Because those buses are the drop-off buses, and then they leave to go do something else.
I
So
said,
you gotta
yo,
drop
man,
off. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not the criminal here.
What
What do you mean I can't leave this place?
I know what you mean. I did
She was
it
like,
for a year,
she was
bro.
like, you can try, but they ain't gonna let you out.
Nothing
No.
you can try.
Nah, you can't leave.
She said you gotta go through the whole system.
Because they gotta have a group of people leave
Right.
together.
Leave
They're not
together.
letting one individual person
Yep.
go back over there. It's
And
not
she was
happening
like,
that
look,
way. So you
at
gotta
this
go through the
point,
whole
she said
shit.
you looking at 2.5 hours plus
Yeah.
the visit. I said, I don't have that kind of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's like, does they know you coming? I said, nope, so they ain't gonna miss me when I ain't there.
Yes.
You know?
But they will not let that shit crazy, man. I done went up there and they didn't let me get to the visit. They done wind me up, right? They hit me with the little thing. They checked me. They said you must have been touching something that you should have been touching. They hit your
Yeah.
wallet and your
Yeah.
zipper. So dude was like, listen, man, you can't go over there. You must have been touching some work or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, I ain't do nothing. And this is where I found this out. He said, if you touch the condom, if you open the condom, did you do something last night? He said, if you touch the condom, it'll give the same reading on the
As if
machine
you was
as
doing
if
it.
you did
Got
something.
you.
So, man, I'm up there.
condom?
Yeah, a condom. Whatever the stuff is on the condom
Oh,
or
the
whatever. So,
spermicide.
yeah, so we get over there, and I'm over there to see bro, and they like, bro,
And
you
you can't
can't
even see
you can't see him.
I done
Damn,
drove 2
son.
hours to New York.
Damn.
Took this busted ass bus.
You can't see
Can't
him.
see him.
I had
Listen.
to sit and wait, and whoever I brought with me went and made the
Wait.
visit.
You had to wait
and I
till
had
the
to
visit
sit
was over.
that 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. Yo, as soon as my cousin
That
walked out
2.5
and
hours.
sat down at that table, he said, oh, cuz, wow. He was all happy to see me. I said, listen here, man. I ain't never doing this shit again. And his face dropped. I said, yo, I don't give a fuck how long you
Yeah.
up there. I'm never going through this again.
Because even
man.
before you go to them,
Ever.
after them last checkpoints, before that last one, before you get to see them, you get checked one
You
more
get
time.
checked again.
You get
I even
checked
said
one
to the
more
woman,
time.
I said, yo,
I ain't
man,
got time.
I've been in
Yeah.
your system
It's-
the whole time. I said, if I got anything on me, it's y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all gave it to me. Like, you need to check each
This
other
shit
at this
crazy.
I'm
point.
mad as shit because now I'm
This shit
sober
crazy.
and you keep checking me.
Yo,
You know.
yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah. Your high's way gone.
I don't visit nobody in jail.
Listen.
That ain't. I'm the hold
Where
you
you
down girlfriend, but I'm not. I'll put money on your books. I'm not coming to see you,
Yo.
my mans. I'm not coming to see you.
Nah, and it was Thanksgiving Day, too. I
I'm
was
not
up
coming
there.
to see you.
Thanksgiving went to see Cuzzo.
What? Time? Oh.
Yeah.
Now it's time to say goodbye. So, we going down to the Parkway or what, y'all?
Y'all do whatever y'all
It's
want.
not
I'm
over,
going
Mike.
home.
It's not over.
Y'all do
Are we
whatever
going
y'all
down to the
want.
Parkway or what?
I'm going home.
I'm
man.
so glad Mike came to join us today.
Hey, Mike, dog, it's a pleasure, bro.
Oh.
It's my pleasure.
What's
bro.
today's date? Oh, yeah, I'll be here
My
next week.
pleasure, man.
Next week, I'll be able to tell y'all about my experience going to see the Lakers play the Sixers in L.A.
Hey,
Taking my
you definitely
sons-
going, yeah, for the
taking my
birthday, for your
sons
son's
to see
birthday.
Bronny
Yeah,
play.
yeah.
So we'll see y'all next week. A2, play some music.